hashtag for Kyle.
For Ninong.
For Ninong, there you go. For Ninong. Prayers up.
How about Ninong Strong?
Ninong strong.
Hey, bro, you're a milk guy.
This guy is a calcium expert.
Daryl is wearing a tracksuit. And he's wearing glasses, and he looks like Vector from Despicable Me. That guy from Despicable Me.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome back. It's the Large Guys podcast. We got some special guests. Usually we have large guys. Today we have large guys as well. We have two new guests here. We're doing a holiday episode, as you can see. We're in the holiday spirit. I didn't have my Christmas sweater. It's in Houston, but got my holiday gnome. We got the cousins. The cousins.
Yeah, check that out.
Ray's is a little bit cooler because he has legs. But this is our holiday episode. We're going to talk about some gift wrapping stuff, some holiday spirit, holiday drink stuff. But before we get to all of that, we're going to introduce our two guests. We're going to start with, at least for me, at the screen that I'm looking at the top left, which is Kylle Esteban. Kylle, would you like to introduce yourself to all our lovely viewers? All four of them.
All four of them. Hello, lovely viewers. My name is Kylle Sibayan. I'm here in Florida. And what should I say about myself?
Talk about how you're on location right now.
Oh, my own location, like where I'm at. Like,
Yeah.
I'm currently in the kitchen, at a resort. Really, like, not even 10 minutes away from Disney. And yeah, it's very humid right now. And where I'm currently, yeah, it's very humid. I thought because of the rain that we're currently having that we would have like cooler weather, but it was a lie. So
Do you already know like if it's gonna be cold next week during Christmas?
So actually, I don't trust the weather app. I trust the directions of the birds on the wire.
Tell me more about that.
Yes, please.
What does that even mean?
Okay, so here in Florida, if you look at our like the wires on the road, there would be like a bunch of birds. Have you ever watched that Pixar movie with like the blue birds?
Yes.
Yeah, so pretty much it's like that. So they're all in a wire. And then you know it's gonna get cold when they're on top of that wire and there's like a flock of them. And then you would see them like flying around in like a weird direction. And once you start seeing that, you're going to be like, it's gonna get cold tomorrow.
I thought birds fly south whenever it's cold.
That's
So if
right.
it's cold, wouldn't they just not be there?
Well, we are the South.
But like more south.
No, obviously not, because you know they're kind of scared of the larger reptiles downstairs, like downstairs, down south.
Oh man.
Down south, you know that.
You're saying they all live in a house.
That's correct. They live in a house up under the wire, but they like it there. So that's how you can tell if we have a cold weather or not.
So they just fly in like random directions.
Yes, and then they hang out on the little wire.
When it's like even more cold, do you ever look over and see like the birds are wearing like a beanie or like a sweater?
No,
nice
unfortunately not,
No.
because they don't have foldable thumbs to create those. But there's a difference. When it gets colder, you start to smell the air, and it's a different type of smell. Does it happen to you too, though? Like when you go outside, it's like it's gonna be colder.
It smells like it's not smelled. It's like it just feels brisk.
Yeah,
There you go.
like
See?
thinner.
Oh, yeah.
It feels thinner.
Okay.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
So you're telling me sometimes you go outside and you're like, In about a week, it's gonna be colder. It smells like it.
I can only tell up until tomorrow. I can't tell a little bit
Oh,
over.
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes.
Well, that's interesting. You've enlightened us on a few different things for tracking the weather, so we appreciate that. That's why we have Kay on the show right now. She's actually going forward. She's gonna be our weather associate,
Yes, I'll be your meteorologist.
meteorologist. Yeah. Of course, we have our second guest. She is in the most holiday spirit right now. Can you get the lights to flash that you're wearing?
Yes. Give me a second.
This is
Wanna
a
turn off?
disclaimer for anyone who has epilepsy.
There's a faster version.
Oh, it has levels.
Different settings. Yes. Oh, and then this one here also has. It lights up too.
Oh,
The
I didn't
dog.
realize.
Don't worry about it. Don't look at the dog right now. He's resting.
Okay.
You guys are matching, is what I'm seeing right now.
We are. Oh, good old doggy. This is my pet dog. Oof, oof, oof. Anyways, what do I say?
Oh, you should introduce yourself, where you're from. Fun fact.
I'm Ray Robles. I'm from Dallas, Texas. Fun fact. Man, my birthday's next Wednesday. Woohoo! Fun fact. Less than a
Awesome.
week.
What are you
Yeah.
doing to celebrate? I already know the answer, but what are you doing to celebrate?
We're about to have my birthday workout this Saturday, followed by brunch. And I've got everything ready. I'm getting things ready, actually. So it'll be good.
Yeah, Ray is the only person I know that wants to work out to celebrate her birthday.
The best way, like it's like the New Year, where like on New Year's Eve you have to clean the house so that the rest of the year you have a clean house. Now, if you work out on your birthday,
I don't know if it
rest
works
of the
like that.
year you're working out.
I don't know if I don't know if it works that way in both of
I
your.
don't know.
But I see what you mean. You're off. You want to get off to a good start.
That's a good way of saying it. Yeah. So we'll
Okay.
see.
Interesting. Kay, are you getting
Yeah.
flashbacks from having to work out with Ray and Ray Shaw?
Oh,
Actually,
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Oh, you
she
were-
wasn't there yet. She wasn't there yet.
And
But
then the
even
moment that I found out, like I bolted. I went to the Abenoja's crib, and I was just like, okay.
so you didn't even stay in the house with the girls?
Because they didn't have enough room.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Wow. Men.
Memories.
I was
Memories.
expecting it too. I was like, I brought socks and everything. I had like straight up
Brought socks.
mindset because your feet like sweat the most. Fun fact. Did you know that?
I love
Out of
fun
any
facts.
part of your body?
Hmm?
Like out of any other part of your body? Your feet?
Yeah. Actually, I don't know like how much it is, but all I know is that it sweats the most. Like you can fill an entire picture of the entire day of how much your feet sweat.
So gross.
Literally.
That's why I was thinking about socks. Because if you work out, you sweat. What sweats more? Your feet.
So you have to wear socks.
Have to. Unless
Okay.
you're okay with that.
I mean,
Please.
I've never worked out without socks, I'll be honest, because that is kind of weird to me.
You
but
never
I
worked out
also-
barefoot before?
No, honestly, I don't.
The best way to strengthen those intrinsic muscles of your feet.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
See, I took business in college, so we don't
Oh, that's okay.
we
Well,
didn't get that quite that far in human bio when I took it for my one.
Yeah. That's a different topic, I guess. Well, let's talk about the feet later.
Yeah, but before we make this a foot episode for all the weird people, that you might have to pay a little extra for that.
Coming at you.
I'm have to put that on Patreon or something. But anyway, this is our holiday episode, and one thing that I've always struggled with is wrapping gifts. I'm horrible at it. I think I do my best. I'll be honest. I think every year I have one gift where I try to like really try to wrap it, and then if I'm satisfied, then I put everything else in like bags. Like I have here, wait, hold on. I'm gonna get it real quick, but I have this Amazon bag that I got a gift from, and it was delivered to me in like a bag, and it's reusable. And I was like, dude, like when I gave it to my dad, I was like, can I have the bag back? It's a nice bag, and I can just. I think I'm gonna make it like my white elephant bag. So like every year somebody can have the gift, and then I'm gonna keep the bag here. I'm gonna get it real quick.
There we go.
Oh, also, do you know what today is? Apparently, today is the rewrap your gift day. Like rewrap. A gift. Yeah, rewrap a gift. Like rewrap an old gift day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Hold on, give me 1 second. My soup is burning.
Isn't this nice?
Oh, it's one of those gift bags.
Yeah. From Amazon. And then you.
Well, that was really nice.
And you can
Why not
tell
make one?
I don't know if you can tell, but it's like gray and green. The lighting's kind of bad, but
Can I see the
love it.
bottom of it?
it's a pretty big bag actually. You can fit like a decent sized
Does
present.
it feel like cloth or does it feel like paper?
Like the hard paper.
Here, try to guess what it feels like just by hearing it.
Okay. Guess the sound.
I don't hear
hear
nothing.
nothing. No.
I'm like sprinkling it.
You gotta.
Your microphone must be really good.
Oh, well, that's a fail. Anyway, forget the bag, forget the sound. It feels like I can't even quite describe it, honestly. It doesn't really feel like paper. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. But it's a good material. It feels like a reusable bag that you get at like Kroger or
Okay.
you know what I'm talking about? It just feels like a regular.
Yeah. Okay. Cool,
It's like a grocery bag. Anyway, so I wanted to ask you guys. You guys are creative people. Kay already said she doesn't wrap gifts, but so this might just be for Ray, and this is not just for me, but for anybody who also endures the same struggle. Like how do you wrap gifts? Like how do you do what you do?
How do I do what I do? Well, first, you got to get yourself a really nice paper. Now, have designs on it. It can just be plain, whatever you want. I don't know how in detail you want this to go.
No, as much detail as like I need to like get inside your mind.
Okay, this is the one thing. It's like you have to have tape. Like, don't be getting like duct tape or like packaging tape. You have to get tape, easy to cut. Because sometimes I forget the Scotch tape, so I'm like struggling looking for tape. Then you resort to the bag situation. You know.
Does electrical tape work, especially if you have an electronic gift inside?
I would say if the paper is black.
Okay.
Yeah, make it blunt. You know.
That's a very sad looking gift on the outside.
Anyways, I guess I have to show you.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I have to show you.
Oh, I don't mean like
the
wrap
gnome
a gift, but do you want it to explain?
She said, "Wrap the gnome." So no, wrap the gnome paper. It's like I'm gonna leave the feet hanging out. Okay, if I were to wrap this gnome, let's say I were to wrap this gnome, right?
Okay.
First, I would probably, put the legs up. Yeah, put the legs up. Let me see. This is a bag situation, y'all. I'll be honest. This is a bag situation.
How about you show us a gift that you've already wrapped?
Okay, how about that? I can do that. I'm like, I don't know how else to do this. Name the level of difficulty.
And start like calculating it. She was just like
get a ruler. I'm like, okay. Let me see here. I actually have some gifts here. So let's start with an easy one.
Okay.
Square. I won't show you names on these gifts. That's awkward. Square.
Okay.
Right? All you have to do is take your gift, put it on a paper, go like you'd have to like measure to see how far, go each direction. You know.
How much do you measure when you have it on the
I
paper? You know
I
how-
literally do exact. I just go, that looks
Oh,
good.
okay.
This looks good. This looks good.
Okay, because what I usually do is I like have a little extra, and maybe that's where I've gone wrong. Where like it's not exact when you put the paper over, but it's like a little more, so then I have to like flip it back and like.
Is your tape ending up like somewhere?
I
On the
always
back
hide the
end.
tape to where it's on the inside, so I like double side the tape. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're fancy like that.
Yeah, well, because I figured like if I can make it look nice on the outside, but then
Mm,
if you didn't watch me, you wouldn't see how much of a wreck it is on the
yeah.
inside.
I think it's probably like one of the simple steps, right? You just gotta close it up. But then
Mhm.
it gets complicated when you do all this little triangle stuff.
Yeah, how exactly do you do that?
So let me just try to wrap this one.
Oh, no, we're gonna
Hold
see
on.
it. What if the person whose gift that's for
Comment below what you think is in the what you think is in the
Spencer?
wrong answers only.
It's square. I won't show you what's inside.
That's fine.
But
That's fine.
anyways, there.
Oh wow.
Right? You have to get enough room so where you pinch the sides first.
Oh.
I like to pinch the sides, crease it or whatever. Then you have nice little triangles, flap it in. Sometimes it's too much flap. You kind of have to like fold it so where it
Okay.
fits the shape of the square. And then you flap it on top. And same thing. If it's too long, like I said, let's say it sticks up over the box, I just fold it so that it fits
Fold
right
it.
there in the square. Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. The person's gonna open be like, someone already opened my gift? And we're like, no.
It was probably one of the elves at the at Santa's.
Yes.
Exactly.
This tape is not sticky anymore. I'm like,
You might have to redo that one.
I don't think I will.
No,
this
like
person.
redo the tape, just the tape.
Oh yes,
Like,
yes,
replace
yes.
the tape. Yeah.
I can do that later. But anyways, that's how to make a square gift.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's go into something more complicated, I think. So this in here, it's not a box, right? Let's just say it's like, I don't want to say what the gifts are.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
I
You're
guess
right.
you can comment below what it is,
Yeah.
but let's just say it's not solid.
Not
liquid?
solid. I was gonna. Is it gas?
It's like this air flowing inside of here.
That makes sense.
I actually, in this one, because it's not a solid shape, I put, what's it called, like the gift wrapping paper? What's it called? For like gift bags.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
I only know how to call it in Tagalog.
I just
Papel de
know that it's
hapon.
like the gift bag paper.
Yeah, paper. I put it in here so it makes
Fancy
more of like a firmer shape.
Ah.
And I did the
see.
same thing, you find the middle, and you try to do the whole triangle situation on each end. And that's it.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then if you want to go a little bit more complicated, you can do like stacking gifts. No, gift stacking. Yeah, this is a very special person, I guess.
I
don't
guess
know.
so.
And let's just say that these are also I can't say not solid anymore because it's solid, but it's you have to like form it, I guess.
Okay.
Same thing, you wrap it up, do the triangles, and then this whole situation here, I didn't have a ribbon, okay? Ribbon's expensive.
It is.
But I had extra paper. So all I did is take 2 strips of paper, cross it over, tape it on the top, and put a little sticker on top of the thing. So
That's actually really. I've never seen somebody use the paper to keep it together.
yeah, I don't have ribbon. So
I should start using that paper in my life. Keep it together.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Paper is I honestly love wrapping gifts. They're not the best, I wouldn't say that this is, A, like what's it called, grade A quality. I give myself a B.
Interesting.
I
That would be
feel
like
C
an A
plus, C
plus for
plus.
me.
A
If that
plus.
was- How between the three gifts, how much time did each one, like the easy?
You
Like
know what? I think I kind of find that this is pretty easy. This is
how
only pretty. Well, let me see. Rated?
how much time did that one take you?
I don't know.
Oh,
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Let's say
2
2
minutes?
Yeah. Like I said, you go to find the shape or find the size, and then just tape it up.
Interesting.
Boom.
Maybe I'll do that. I'll just
Mm-hmm.
Like a Rubik's Cube.
yeah, like a Rubik's Cube. That's what I was thinking about. When she did that and she was like 2 minutes, I was like, is she like a Rubik's Cube?
You're like, my eyes closed. Oh man. Anyways,
How about the other two? Like how much
I think this
longer
is
does it take?
the most complicated because there's more like a trial and error. Like I
Mm.
can't wrap it on its own. I really had to figure out how to make this more like what if the thing pokes out of it, I guess,
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Something
there's
sharp.
something
Something
sharp.
sharp.
Okay. Comment
I guess.
below. Comment below how sharp you think on a scale of 1 to 10.
1,000.
Anyways. But yeah, and I think this last one here is probably the most time just like kind of visioning what it would be like. Because I tried to stack it up and thought about just doing one big paper and just making one big one time wrapping. I was like, why not make it into a whole different situation? More fun to
Mhm.
open. So,
Yeah.
Well, let's give it up for Ray's rapping skills.
Appreciate it.
That's actually very impressive. That third one
Mhm.
especially is impressive.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to try to emulate your box one. Maybe I'll just have to keep replaying that part of the episode in like 0.5 speed. I should do that.
That's it. Oh, that part. Yeah. That's the hard
Yeah,
part.
the flat part, because that's where I've struggled with, is trying to find a way to like. Yeah. Anyway,
Just do sides first and then triangle.
side.
That's it.
But the only thing that gets me so much about like doing that is I get so OC about making the triangles even, because you know how sometimes like the sides of it doesn't align, so it doesn't make that perfect V shape on the side. So you'd have to like
okay.
fold it and then fold it again, or maybe cut it so it would look neater. But yeah, that's why I'm not a fan of, just like JQ, I prefer bags over wrapping. But then the non-sounding bag that he has. But yes, that's the only thing with gift wrapping is like I get so OC about how it looks, but I know they're just gonna rip it apart nonetheless.
Mhm.
That is
So,
true.
That's true.
How do you feel, Ray, like when you have a nicely wrapped gift for somebody and then they just tear it apart like a rabid animal?
Oh, no, I don't really feel that way.
Oh, okay.
It's more like I did it. Check. I don't spend too much time on it.
Interesting.
I think I'm more ready to see what the reaction is versus like, oh man, my paper's messed up.
All right, so we got two more things. Here, the first one is holiday drinks. And I wanted to ask you guys what your favorite holiday drinks are. And that, I mean, I'm thinking like coffee mainly, but like even if it's
Okay.
not coffee, just anything holiday drink related, what do you guys like to drink around this time when it gets seasonal? I will start since you guys look like you're thinking. But I've always liked apple and like apple pies and stuff. And I want to say like a year or two ago, Starbucks came out with their like apple crisp oat milk latte or something like that. That's like one of my favorite things.
Oh, okay.
That is like one of my favorite drinks to get during the holiday time. I love it. Obviously pumpkin spice is good, but I have a soft spot for the apple flavor. But fun fact, I don't actually eat like apples in fruit form. like it's too much of a crunch for me and it hurts my teeth sometimes. But
You like it sliced?
yeah, even slices. I don't really eat apple slices. I'll be honest. It's whenever it comes to apple, it's either in pie form or in like flavored syrup for a drink. But yeah, obviously I like pumpkin spice too. But that's pretty basic in my opinion. But I still get a lot of pumpkin spice stuff. But also at Dunkin', because there's a Dunkin' near me, near where I live, they have this cookie butter cold brew.
I've had that.
Yo.
Yeah.
It's so good, right?
It honestly though, there's too much of that cookie butter.
Understandable.
Like
Depends
it
who
takes
makes
to the
it.
bottom, and then once you get to the bottom, you're just like chewing up like that texture
Mm-hmm.
in your
Wait,
mouth.
but you don't like stir it up?
I don't know. I did that, but it still had all the sediments in the bottom. Like this is not appetizing to
Sediment.
me.
Big word.
Sediments, yes.
Interesting. But it's a thumbs up for you, right?
It's still a thumbs up, but it's just like that was like the most like the little off-putting part. It was like the finish. I was like, this is not how I wanted to finish this drink.
Maybe it was also the person who made it, because I mean,
Yeah.
True.
100%.
not every drink is gonna come out the
The
same
same.
at these types of places, because you
That's
just
true.
never know who's making the drink.
Or you don't know
Is
how
there-
they're feeling in their most moments.
That's true
when they're
too.
like,
Like, yeah, like what if
Oh.
they're having a bad day and they're like, you know what, extra cookie butter to ruin their life.
Or maybe she was
Yeah.
like extra cookie butter because she thought I'd like it.
True.
She was really
That's-
nice that day.
Yeah.
That's true too. And then turns out she
Yeah.
read you totally wrong.
Yeah, I was like, I don't like cookie butter that much.
I would like to return 2 pieces of the cookie butter on the
Yeah.
very bottom.
Can I get the cookie butter cold brew, but like not really much cookie butter in it, just like cold brew? Actually, can you put it on the side in a cup, and then I'll just put in as much as I want?
Yes.
Yo, is
Next
that a
time.
possibility?
I feel like they would hate to do that, like to
I
put
think
it.
they still would. They still would do it.
Maybe,
It is.
Mhm.
It is the food and beverage industry, so.
yeah. But for you guys, what are like your favorite holiday drinks?
I just enjoy a good hot cocoa. A good hot cocoa with lots of
Yes.
marshmallows.
Very
Yeah.
traditional. Do you like
I-
the small marshmallows or like the bigger marshmallows?
Medium?
Medium.
The
Okay.
medium size ones. Like, because you know how like the small ones, like the Swiss Miss ones, they're like teeny
Yeah.
tiny. And then you have your big ones, like the fluff.
Jumbo.
Yeah, the jumbo ones. And then you just have like the regular ones, like this big.
Yeah, they call it. They're just regular then. Regular marshmallows.
Would they be considered regular? I don't know.
So
But yeah,
Okay.
like with that marshmallows, or if not marshmallows, whipped cream with a nice cinnamon powder on top.
wow.
Wow.
With a golden
Okay.
spoon. Just kidding. With a golden spoon on the side. On top of a saucer. With a really cute cup.
Oh my gosh.
I love
That
it.
went from like you went from the most simplest drink of the holidays and you turned it into the most like fancy way to drink it.
And then you just like cuddle up on like the couch with your knees up. Then watch your favorite episode of Bones.
Boom.
Bones.
They have Christmas episodes of Bones. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Never seen Bones.
I've seen like random episodes here and
now
there.
I'm missing
I
out.
I know.
But yes, that would be my perfect drink. Or just a black coffee.
Wow.
In a very nice
very
cup.
festive. That's it. Man,
Very
I just want to have my black coffee with the black wrapped gift that Ray
With an electrical tape.
A little tape. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
was gonna
gosh.
say too that a good hot chocolate, you can't go wrong with that. 'Cause I feel like since it started getting cooler here in Dallas, I've been really craving like a hot chocolate, especially at home, watching TV, with the Christmas lights and everything. I don't know what happens, but I never end up getting the hot chocolate. But
This is
I
fine.
did go. I will get it though. There's gonna be time. I did go. I did stay in a hotel this past weekend, And you know how sometimes hotels have like that little coffee bar or whatever, like throughout the whole
Mhm.
night in the lobby. So they had hot chocolate, a Swiss Miss, and I had two in the same night. So I had my fill.
Was this
That's
after
how
I
much.
left?
Yeah, well, yeah. I had the
My
first
gosh,
one with you.
you were having hot chocolate at like 1 a.m.
Oh, I guess I was finishing that one, and I had another one for breakfast. Actually, it was for
Oh, okay,
breakfast.
okay.
But I had two while I was there.
I was
I
about
had
to say
two
you
while I was
said 2
there.
in one night. I was like, oh my gosh, why?
Honestly, it was a long night, man. Honestly, I
You're right.
forgot.
You're right though.
But
Do you guys have a preferred, since we're talking about hot chocolate, do you have a preferred brand of hot chocolate? Because you did say Swiss Miss, and I do think Swiss Miss is one of the better ones.
Mhm.
There's also Tim Hortons. Have you ever tried those? It's a
Isn't that
Canadian.
isn't that a Canadian?
hmm It's a Canadian chocolate milk. It's actually pretty good.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
When
with
did
my
when did
sister.
you have it?
Well, my sister went to Canada to visit his
Oh yeah.
fiance.
Mhm.
Um, she brought back Tim Hortons, and now that's all he's drinking.
Interesting.
And
Oh.
it's actually really good. It's not like too sweet, but it's also not flavorless. Let's just
Okay.
Interesting.
say, yeah.
I've heard good things about Tim Hortons just as a whole. I've always wanted to try it.
Man, now I want hot chocolate, man.
Have you ever tried putting hot
Oh,
chocolate with your coffee?
Yeah,
no.
like mixing
Using
it.
that as your yeah, and using that as your creamer.
I've tried it once. It's pretty good.
Does
So
it kind
good,
of like
satisfied.
dilute the sweetness then, or does it make it more like bitter?
It makes it fragrant in a way that you are able to taste the best of both worlds. So
Oh.
it's not bitter, but it's not sweet either.
Okay.
It's like the Arnold Palmer of hot drinks,
Yes,
basically.
exactly.
I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna make myself try it this weekend. I'll let y'all know how it goes.
I think the secret is to have less hot chocolate than coffee, correct?
I
Like
would
you
say
don't want to go 50-50 necessarily.
yes. So basically, one cup could be okay with like half a sachet of Swiss Miss
Mm-hmm.
or
Okay.
Nestle. So a cup to half sachet.
Okay.
Thank you for that recipe.
Of course.
There you go.
Anything to make your Christmas better.
Yes.
All right. And so the last thing I wanted to talk about is just getting in the holiday spirit. And I guess what are things for you guys that make you feel more, I guess, festive? Like for me, I was telling you guys earlier, once I see like the neighborhoods with like lights and all of their stuff in the front yard out at night, I feel like, okay, it feels like Christmas. And then I'll be honest, I'll like drive around and like
Look at
rank
how
rank which are the best ones, you know? In my head, just kind of just see like who is the best one, because I do like seeing people go all out
Yeah.
for that stuff, because like growing up, like it depended on the year. we when if we would like put stuff out, mainly it was like if my brother was home, because he was a lot more handy than like me and my dad. And there was one time we like, the most we ever did is we had like the garage, we had the tree wrapped with lights, we had like our reindeers, and they like put their head up and down when you turn them on and
Wow.
stuff like
Full
that.
on.
And we still didn't win an award that year for the neighborhood, and that really really discouraged me the following year. But I do appreciate a well put together front lawn of lights. But for you guys, what makes you feel more festive? Like for Ray, do you have to wear your antlers
All
throughout
the
the week,
time.
or- Yeah.
Everywhere. I actually wear a lot of earrings too, so because you can't tell, but these are a little bit of little reindeers.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a lot of holiday. Did you see it, Kay?
I don't see a reindeer.
It's
Or
the
is it like
reindeer
a pom
face.
pom and then a head?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I was trying to look at the pom
Um.
pom, expecting it to look like a reindeer. So I was like,
Oh no, 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 no. I guess it's hard to see because matches my hair too well. No, not necessarily the ears, but for sure it has to do with the temperature outside. Because I feel like this year has been very like, where is that Christmas spirit? Because I feel like
Dude.
it's just like it was humid a few days ago. It's been warm. It was a little more brisk this morning, but I really love it whenever, because there was a time where I would just go see the Christmas lights, like whatever, what's the word for that? Like they like Enchant. There was a place called Enchant in Arlington a few years ago. I've done like Vitruvian Lights in Dallas. I've been all the way to Decatur one time to see
Why?
their lights there, because they
That's
had a
far.
light thing. Yeah, we went.
Oh my
And that was
gosh.
like a big thing, was like going to just different places to check out their like light show.
Yeah.
I've
yeah.
even made it out to Zilker in Austin twice, and both times I tried to go, it didn't happen. But anyways, I feel more in the spirit when it's really cool outside and you're outside looking at the lights, and just feels like winter is here, like a winter holiday or winter wonderland kind of feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been horrible weather. My allergies have been acting up because it gets really like kind of warm, then really cold. But I think it's supposed to be like 50s and below for like a while now.
That's
I
true.
can only dream. I can only dream of that moment where it stays.
Sorry, yeah, I can only speak for those in Texas.
Because I'm just like, sometimes I'd be like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be perfect weather tomorrow, you know? And then later on you find out there's gonna be rain for like 2 hours and it'll be gone and leaves everything humid and hot.
Yeah.
So it's just a Russian roulette every single day. But in terms of like for me, what brings in the holiday, well, the Christmas spirit in general would be when, again, with the smell of the air. Like there's something that changes in the air, that the pH levels, the wind, speed, like I just feel it all. And then it's like the Lord is coming. But yeah, like I'm gonna talk about the birds again. It's just that when the birds start coming, you're like, it's coming. Winter is coming. And then you start seeing besides the lights, because here in Florida, I don't know if you do that as well in Texas, where you design the lampposts, where they have like little, sometimes like angels, candy canes. So when you're driving down the road, that's what you're seeing. You see that in middle of like Publix or Walmart, like you will see it. And then that's when you're just like, and then you start hearing the music on the radio. But one of the biggest thing would be, I don't know if you do it in Texas, where you go to Simbang Gabi, which is a midnight mass, or technically for us it's like a 5 a.m. mass, every single day for like 9 days
Oh,
straight.
we have ours at like a normal time.
Yeah, I know. We try to match our Simbang Gabi with the ones in at the Philippines. So we go to the 5 a.m. one, and since I work a lot of morning shifts, and I've been working 10 hours this entire week, so yeah, I don't have I wouldn't have the time to like go to the evening one, and so like once that starts, that's when I'm like my heart starts to get giddy, like Christmas is here, and you're just overfilled with joy because you're spending time, because like my entire family would go, and then you get to spend time with the Lord, of course, but you know, just hearing and feeling it, traditions brings me to that Christmas spirit.
Nice.
That's
And I think, yeah.
That's deep. I love that. We have ours actually on Saturday this week, and it's at 6 a.m. So not quite 5, but we have ours at 6.
I've never been to one that early. I always go to ones at like 6 p.m., 7 p.m.
Have you ever completed it?
When I like lived at home, yeah, because my mom
Mm.
would make me go.
Well, that's good because apparently, if you complete a 9-day simbang gabi, you get a prayer answered.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang! No wonder my prayers ain't been answered these last few years. You're just
It's like
You
I only
haven't
had
been completing
4
them.
out of that 9. Dang it.
if I go to half, do I get like half a prayer answer or something like that? Like a smaller
That I'm not
prayer?
quite sure. I think it's more so like an all or nothing.
Mm,
I like
dang.
that. Give her all or not
Yep.
at all.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I just want to say thank you guys first off for taking time to appear on our show. This is a lot of fun. Hopefully, at least for me, I got some good rapping tips, but hopefully, anybody listening got some good tips. We're only what, like, oh, we're 10 days away. It's the 15th, right?
Yeah, 10 days.
Yeah, we're 10 days away. This
Holy
will probably
moly.
come out on Sunday, I think. So by the time people are watching this, they'll have exactly a week to, figure out how to Rubik's Cube their presents and figure out how to wrap, whatever type of form, solid, liquid,
Liquid.
gas. I think we covered it all here on today's show, which is perfect. So, this is for all different types of presents, no matter how difficult or easy they might be to wrap. So I hope people got some good takeaways there. And also, if you haven't tried it, go to your local Dunkin' Donuts and get the cookie butter cold brew. Tell them I sent you. They'll have no idea what you're talking about, but tell them I sent you anyway. There's no promo or anything like that. Just tell them that I sent you. And who knows, you might get a little extra cookie butter, if that floats your boat.
On the
If
side.
not, just tell them, put it on the side in a little cup. Maybe they'll be happy to oblige to your request. You never know. But yeah, so thank you to our guests, Kay and Ray, that rhymes, for being here. Thank you to everybody who's been watching, keeping up. We've been on a bit of a break, but I think going into next year, we're gonna try to get some things moving, get some things shaking. I had grad school this past semester, so it was like hard to adjust with the whole schedule thing. But now I think we got it figured out and whatnot. So if you're listening and you're new, please subscribe, please like our video, please follow us wherever. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all of that. And just keep rocking with us. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace out. God bless.
Bye.